My child, tonight your room holds a secret you were never meant to keep. Something rests in the corner, hidden in plain sight, and its weight is not of this world. The presence clings to the silence, demanding you to act before it consumes everything around you. The air is charged, trembling with whispers you cannot hear yet feel upon your skin. It is not the sound of wind, nor the settling of the house, but the pulse of a shadow stretching from a woman who should not be here. She watches in silence, her intention sealed behind her haunting stillness. My child, you cannot delay the truth that is pressing against your door. The walls know her name, the mirror has caught her face, and the night bends around her like a cloak. She came not by chance, but by reason, and now she waits for you to recognize what must be removed. Every second you wait, her grip grows stronger. What sits in your room is more than an object. It is her tether, her root into your world. If you do not cast it out, the woman will step closer, closer, until you feel her breath on your neck. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The room is no longer yours alone. You sense her watching through the dim light, her outline shifting in places where no figure should stand. What she carries is not a gift but a burden that drags your spirit downward. She was once alive, once bound by blood and memory, but now her spirit lingers where it should not remain. The thing she left behind holds her chain, and as long as it lies in your room, she will never leave. She is neither fully alive nor fully gone. My child, the urgency rises with each breath you take. The window rattles though there is no wind. The floor creaks though no step was taken. The woman is restless, trapped in her own desire to be seen and feared. Her whispers echo in your dreams, weaving themselves into the corners of your thoughts. She begs without voice, demands without sound, her intent cloaked in the silence of the night. You cannot pretend this is not happening. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Her name was lost long before you knew her. She drifts like smoke, bending through the cracks of your mind, leaving traces of sorrow in her wake. The room remembers her even if you try to forget. The object, the cursed root of her presence, sits in silence but pulses with her memory. It might be small, fragile, ordinary to the eye, but to her it is the anchor that keeps her bound. You must remove it, or she will claim what is hers: your peace, your sleep, your breath. My child, hear this with the gravity it carries. This is not a choice, but a command from the unseen. The one who guards you has revealed the truth, so you may not fall to her shadow. Every delay strengthens her grip. Each second of hesitation feeds her hunger. You have to act now, or she will take what she came for. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The night deepens, and the stillness becomes unbearable. The corners of your room twist like breathing shadows, bending reality itself to her silent will. You know now, the woman is not simply watching. She is waiting for the moment you weaken. The floor beneath your feet feels colder, as though the ground itself rejects your presence. The light that once comforted you flickers, burning dim against her invisible hand. Her energy swells like a storm hidden beneath calm skies. My child, she is close enough that you can feel the weight of her sorrow. Her grief presses against your chest. Her fury curls around your spine. You sense her desperation growing, because she cannot move forward until her anchor is torn away. Her fingers scrape across unseen walls, leaving marks only your spirit can feel. She was once fragile, but now she is boundless, formed of rage and unfinished vows. The object you keep in your room is not yours anymore, it belongs to her. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The woman carries a story that was buried long ago. She remembers betrayal, she remembers pain, and she remembers the silence that ended her time too soon. That memory poisons your space now, filling it with her unfinished cry. Her breath clings to the air, shallow and uneven, a reminder that she lingers on the edge of existence. The sound is faint, but it grows louder when you ignore it, forcing you to acknowledge her. You know she will not stop until you obey. My child, she does not rest because the anchor binds her here. That cursed object feeds her presence, keeping her tied to the living world. To remove it is to free her, but until you do, she grows hungrier for your attention. Your heartbeat is no longer your own. It falls into rhythm with hers, pulling you into her cycle of unrest. The silence grows unbearable, as though the room itself is listening to her command. She does not ask. She orders without words. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The woman is not faceless. When you dare to glance toward the shadows, her outline trembles into form. Her hair is long, her eyes hollow, and her presence bends the air like heat rising from burning ground. She is not here to love you, nor to comfort you, but to reclaim what the world denied her. She has crossed the threshold of your space because the bond was never broken. The thing that rests in your room is her final thread. My child, she wants you to understand her pain. Her sorrow bleeds into your thoughts, painting them with grief that is not yours to carry. Yet the weight falls upon your shoulders, dragging you deeper into her story. You cannot outweight her, for time bends differently in her grasp. Minutes feel like hours, hours feel like years. As long as she is near, you must act before she becomes impossible to release. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Thickening like smoke that seeps into every corner. The object she clings to pulses with her memory, feeding her power with every second it remains in your room. You feel the pull of her gaze, though her eyes are hollow and unseen. The walls no longer protect you. Instead, they echo her grief. The air bends with her sorrow, carrying fragments of a past that refuses to die. You cannot ignore the sharp weight pressing against your chest. My child, her silence is not mercy but warning. She waits for your hesitation, for the weakness of one more heartbeat, before she steps into your world fully. You must act before her shadow binds itself to your spirit. Her sorrow has no end, but her patience is thin. She grows restless, pacing in the unseen, whispering through the cracks of your mind. What you feel is not madness. It is her insistence that you acknowledge her. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The night grows heavier, each moment stretching like a chain around your soul. The flickering light trembles, dimming further as though fleeing from her unseen hand. She tightens her hold, sensing your fear. Her story is carved into the unseen air, fragments of words pressing into your mind. She was betrayed, forgotten, left to linger where no peace could reach her. That betrayal echoes through her presence, demanding justice. My child, she does not want your destruction alone. She wants release. But the path she takes drags you down with her unless the object is removed. Her tether is her curse, and until it is broken, she will consume your strength. Your room has become a battlefield, though no blood is shed. It is your spirit that bleeds, drained by the pull of her shadow. Every second lost makes her grip more impossible to sever. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Her form sharpens now, no longer just smoke but fleshless memory. Her face shifts between beauty and decay, as though time cannot decide who she truly is. When she moves, the room bends with her presence. The object calls to her, and in turn she calls to you. The cycle is endless, bound together by something that should never have remained here. Her sorrow wraps around your body like chains. My child, the ground beneath your feet feels unstable because it is no longer yours. The woman has laid her claim upon this place, and she will not release it without sacrifice. You cannot sleep until she is gone. The shadows dance at the edges of your sight, moving when you look away, stilling when you stare. Her game is cruel, but it is her way of binding your attention. She is closer than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The air hums now, a low vibration you feel in your bones. It is not electricity, not machinery, but the raw energy of her presence growing stronger. She thrives in the fear you breathe out. Her whispers are no longer silent. They press against your ears like faint voices from the depths of water. Words you cannot fully understand, yet they command you with their rhythm. She is weaving herself into your very thoughts. My child, this is the last warning before her full arrival. She is moments away from stepping fully into your sight, from taking the final step into the living. Once she does, she cannot easily be banished. Your only hope is to remove the object, to sever the chain that ties her here. The longer it rests in your room, the deeper her claws sink into your soul. The choice is no longer tomorrow, it is now. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The silence in your room no longer feels like peace. It feels like a trap. The air is so heavy that even your breaths fall slower, as though dragged down by unseen hands. Her nearness is undeniable now. She does not move like the living. She glides with a stillness that unsettles the deepest parts of your soul. When the light flickers, her shape wavers in the corner, tall and thin, cloaked in shadows that cling to her like skin. You sense she has been waiting for this exact moment. My child, the woman does not seek your destruction for cruelty alone. She longs for freedom, yet her bitterness poisons every step she takes. To release her, you must break the bond she refuses to sever. The object in your room glows with her unseen energy. It looks harmless, yet it holds centuries of anguish, locked in silence. Every second you hesitate feeds her hunger. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The floor beneath you moans, though no weight should cause it. The sound is her voice without words, her grief spilling into the wood, the walls, the air. The room breathes with her sorrow now. Your heart races not because of fear alone, but because she forces her rhythm into your body. Your pulse bends to hers, dragging you deeper into her cycle of unrest. Soon you will not know where you end and she begins. My child, the shadows stretching on your walls are not tricks of light. They are her reaching hands, curling fingers formed of grief and hunger. If you stare too long, you will see her face pressed within them. The mirror trembles with a faint distortion, bending your reflection into something unfamiliar. Her form wavers inside it, trapped yet desperate to break through. The mirror is her window, and tonight it nearly cracks. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The woman does not relent. She grows stronger as the night deepens. Her voice slides closer to your ears, though her lips never move. The sound is soft, yet it pierces your bones with its command. She speaks of betrayal, of a night long gone, of tears that never dried. Her sorrow is a flood, and your mind is the vessel she has chosen to carry it. You feel the burn of her grief as if it were your own. My child, she warns that time is nearly gone. If you do not remove her tether, she will cross into your world fully and claim her place beside you. Her hunger is no longer patience, it is demand. The lights dim one last time, and now the room belongs more to her than to you. Every shadow bends toward her shape. She is not only visiting, she is returning. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The sound of footsteps echoes in the silence, though you know no one else is there. Each step is deliberate, slow, dragging like chains against the floor. She is walking in your world now. Her hair falls like strands of darkness. Her face flickers between sorrow and rage. One eye gleams hollow, the other burns with the memory of what was stolen. She is both beautiful and terrifying. My child, she moves closer to the object that ties her to you. Her hand stretches, thin and trembling, to claim what she believes is hers. But she cannot take it without your will. She waits for your weakness, your surrender, your mistake. If you falter, she will not only linger, she will take root. And once rooted, she will never leave. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The air shakes with a tension that no silence should carry. Even when nothing moves, the weight of her stare presses on your shoulders like iron. The night has transformed into her stage, and you are trapped in her presence. Her shadow stretches across the floor, not bound by the rules of light. It lengthens, twists, and bends, reaching for the object that keeps her here. She moves slowly, but her intent is sharp as a blade. My child, the time for hesitation is gone. Her power has grown beyond whispers and flickers. It is manifesting fully now. You are breathing her world, and she is breathing yours. She circles you, invisible but undeniable. The chill brushes your skin like fingers dragging across your arm. You know she is closer than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The object trembles as though alive, rattling faintly in its place. It is her tether, her lock, her curse, and her lifeline. As long as it remains, she will never stop haunting your space. Her voice now breaks through the silence, though it is not spoken in words you recognize. It is a language older than your memory, filled with sorrow and rage. The tone alone bends your heart with dread. My child, her demand is clear even without words. She wants release, yet she wants you to suffer for the years she wandered. Her curse is not simple, it is layered with vengeance. The walls echo with cracks like breaking bones. She strikes against the house itself, shaking the ground, warning you that her patience is near its end. The night is no longer yours to claim. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The mirror finally splinters, thin lines crawling across its surface like veins. Her face peers through it, pale and trembling, one step closer to breaking free. You cannot look away, for her eyes pull yours in. Her sorrow burns so deep that it drowns you. You feel memories not your own. Graves, cries, betrayals etched in blood. Her grief spills into your spirit, trying to become yours. My child, she cannot rest because she was robbed of her end. The betrayal that sealed her fate binds her as much as the object does. Without release, she will rot forever in your space. The air grows bitter, sharp enough to sting your lungs. Every breath tastes of ashes and loss. She is weaving her essence into the very air you breathe. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The footsteps grow louder now, steady and deliberate. Each one crashes against your nerves like thunder rolling through your chest. She is walking straight toward you. Her face flickers inches from yours when the light dips. Hollow eyes, cracked lips, and hair black as void frame her shape. You know now she has chosen you as her witness. My child, she leans closer, her whisper curling against your ear. She names the betrayal that birthed her sorrow, a name you almost recognize but cannot hold on to. Her grief demands you to feel it. The object shakes violently now, threatening to break itself apart. But she clings to it, pulling its energy into her hollow frame. If you do not act, she will merge with it and you. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The ground hums beneath your feet, as though the earth itself feels her unrest. The walls tremble with each silent scream she holds back, filling the room with a pressure that suffocates. Her anger is no longer distant. It is here, surrounding you. She drifts toward the object, her fingers thin and brittle, yet powerful enough to bend the air. The moment her shadow touches it, a pulse of darkness spreads through the room. The object is alive with her energy now. My child, you cannot delay. The bond is reaching its peak, and if it completes, she will never release you. Her spirit has chosen this night to force her way back into the living world. The lights fail again, and the room drops into suffocating blackness. Only her pale outline glows, faint and trembling, like the last memory of a forgotten soul. She moves closer step by step. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her presence digs into your skin like claws, unseen yet undeniable. The heaviness presses against your chest until it feels like stone. Every breath burns, as though she is taking more of your life with each inhale. The object rattles, sliding slightly across its place as if pulled by invisible hands. The sound scrapes the silence, sharp and unbearable. She is calling it to herself, demanding it to surrender. My child, the room cannot hold both of you much longer. The balance is breaking, and once it collapses, you will be consumed in her sorrow. She does not come to share, she comes to claim. The shadows twist across the ceiling, forming shapes that look like faces screaming. They vanish when you stare, only to reappear stronger when you look away. She controls them as easily as breathing. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Her eyes fix upon you, though they are hollow voids. You feel their weight press into your skull, tearing apart every thought of escape. She does not allow you to look away. The name she whispers grows clearer now. It is sharp, filled with venom, soaked in betrayal. Each repetition carves into your bones, branding you with her story. My child, she is giving you her burden, forcing you to feel the betrayal she carried beyond death. You cannot carry it for long without breaking. The object is the key to ending this cycle. The room bends inward, walls curving unnaturally, as though collapsing into her presence. Reality itself does not want her here, yet she fights against its pull. She refuses to vanish. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Her hair whips across her face as if wind blows, though the air is still. The strands are black rivers of shadow, moving with a life of their own. They reach outward, brushing against your arms, testing your resolve. The object glows with a faint, unnatural light, pulsing like a heartbeat. It is the rhythm of her sorrow, beating in sync with yours. You feel it pulling you in. My child, she cannot break free without dragging you down with her. If you do not sever the tie, she will bind herself to your spirit forever. You must act before the moment closes. Her mouth opens in a silent scream, wide and endless, and the room shakes as though it will collapse. The scream is not sound. It is pure force, pure grief, pure rage. It wraps around you like chains of fire. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The scream fades, but the echo remains inside your skull. It rattles in your bones, making your hands tremble as though you are no longer fully your own. The woman feeds on the fear that spills from you. Her shadow swells, climbing the walls, spreading like black fire. It wraps around the corners of the room, sealing every exit you could imagine. The space you thought was safe has become her prison, and yours. My child, she inches closer to the object again. Her fingers stretch, nearly touching, but still she hesitates. She needs you to surrender before she can claim it fully. The ground groans as if something ancient stirs beneath it. Dust falls from the ceiling, shaken loose by her invisible power. She is rewriting the air around you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Her voice cuts through the silence once more, a low murmur that scrapes the edge of sanity. You